Welcome to DuckCast episode 5-2. This episode, we've
Wow.
got
That's a lot of twos. A whole
Yeah.
5 of them.
this episode we've got Brent back,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and we also got Zach like we normally do.
What the fuck do you want, Joanne?
Brent and Joanne
don't
are,
Not
care.
not even
By the
like
way.
that far into the episode.
and their relationship is falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not. She's tired. She keeps screaming at me.
Oh,
Hold on,
she
I'm gonna.
bet-
Oh god, sorry for the immersion. I gotta lower Brent's volume just a bit more. There we go. Now you
I'm
can go.
sorry. It's whenever she yells at me, I have to yell back.
Outdoor marketing rep. Okay. Weed man. Alright.
What?
That's John's stream drop. I don't know. She's sending me stuff while Brent's in this call because of their like serious issues
Mm-hmm.
that they're going through right now. And I just hope everyone can be friendly to Brent as a result, which I don't have to say because the last episode of DuckCast got 2 views.
Yeah.
And one of them was probably me and one of them was probably you.
Is it legit
Like,
though? Like still 2 views?
Yeah, that is like a new low for the show. Like,
I haven't
we do the show.
Wait,
we
I
do
haven't
the
checked
show
on
for
that.
we do the show for fun. We do the show
I
for
think
fun.
it's because of
Never done
Tariq.
it.
Honestly, like Chris was always fine. We had him on. Tariq, first time we got him on. I mean, it could be Tariq.
Yeah, Tariq just pissed people off.
He did. He pissed me off
He does,
a whole
he
lot
does that.
by his race. I'm not gonna go any more further than that. All right, jeez.
Oh wow.
3. No, so, hey, you lied. All right, false advertising. 3 views, not 2. All right, shut up with
Why
your
I
lies.
clicked on it. I clicked on it again today though when I saw it was 2 views. So that third one is me too.
Debatable, but sure.
It's not debatable. It's like it's 100% factual.
I disagree.
Joanne.
Anyway.
My opinion. Can't argue with that.
Is there any DuckCast episodes that hit over 100?
DuckCast episodes?
So,
Maybe
well,
not. I don't
Mario
think so.
Mario World one did good because we were talking about stuff people actually wanted to hear us talk about.
Yeah.
So if we actually did that more, we would get more people to watch. We really should keep talking about Rich Alvarez, honestly.
Oh wait,
he
we
did
were
do
talking about this. Oh, the last one was with Tariq.
We have to keep it brief. We have to keep
Oh,
it brief with today, though. We have to keep it brief with today because Brent's here and he doesn't know anything about that. But Richie did make an update, and I left a very blunt comment with him. It was a positive one, but I said I'm not supporting him on Patreon until he actually releases content.
Yeah.
Like if he goes back to releasing good stuff again and he does it like relatively consistently, I will happily support him on Patreon. And there's YouTubers I like a lot more than him now, but I would still support him just because of all the memories, all the connections I made because of his channel. I'd absolutely support it, but he has to put in some work first. Like
What did you?
it's like his Patreon isn't used the right way.
Just quickly, like, because I know Brent's here and all that, but like quickly, like, you know, with that update video, as great as the things he was saying, like, you know, again touching up on his delivery, you know, do you think he's legit? Is he just BSing? He's just trying to keep the channel alive, just to, you know, I don't know.
I mean, he might want to. I will say this: Chris was telling me like a month in advance that they wanted to bring sketches back. And
I heard that. I think you talked about the last episode. Jackie was like saying in some comments. I told you like she was trying to get the skits coming back. Rich, it was all up to Richie. She said, and I'm glad he's now saying in an update video, "Hey, this is what's going on." Which maybe because it was our episode of DuckCast, maybe he saw that. Maybe he wants that extra view. Who knows? Maybe.
And I don't even mind. I don't even mind the Patreon thing because again, that's just a comment on what will happen, not what already has happened. What
Episode 20 apparently got 72 views. So far, that's the biggest amount of views that I've seen so far. I'm still scrolling, but I think that's the peak.
But like, but with the whole, the only thing that bothered me in that update, because it was a very good update, it was a very informative update that promised a lot of really interesting projects. Yeah, because I was like a guest star from a more popular channel, but a good friend.
Brent's episode exactly. 69. So good.
69.
So good.
People change. I love the picture that Brent just posted in the chat. What the hell?
That's been my phone background for a long time. That's a very small.
I'm gonna break the immersion again. I'm gonna open up the chat now. What is that?
Okay, but like,
which one?
The last one he sent. People change.
Hold
So
on.
tiny.
Send you a bigger.
I'm gonna zoom in
only-
post production. Yeah.
The only thing in that
There you
update,
go.
because it was a
That's slightly better.
it was a really good update video. It gave a lot of information. It felt like a lot more sincere. The only thing I did not like about it was he said it can be just like 2008 again, and maybe that was just a
Oh
joke.
yeah, I hated that. No.
He should not try to be like 2008 again.
That
The
was
reason,
really bad.
first off, the reason 2008 was 2008 is because of the people he had on his channel. You can easily still be yourself from all those years ago, but you don't have to. You change as a person. You change your content as a person. I would never want to make my content like it was in 2010 again. Never. And he's improved, like the Fallout scene in his new movie proved that he can be a very creative filmmaker. He just chooses not to so frequently. He is competent and he is capable, and that's why it sucks when he doesn't do something that I consider worthwhile. But I mean, that's just me speaking, obviously. But I mean, he shouldn't try to be like 2008. He should try to make this a new era of content that'll entertain a lot of people.
I was
he's talented
disappointed.
and he can do it.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I was disappointed when I talked about this a bit earlier on this season too, with the animated show he's doing, and I said something like this was around the time when the first episode was uploaded, and I was saying like, you all right?
I dropped shit. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was like saying like I hope they got a bunch ready on backup, so then they could at least upload one episode a month or one episode every 2 weeks. But it's like this update video he said like, okay, it's months out until we get the next one out. It's like, okay, so nothing ready. He wanted just to push it out just to get it out, and that's like, it's like
it could be
because you're already setting up something. And if people like it, great. But now because you didn't like get anything else on the back burner, like waiting. The hype and the wait, no one's gonna care anymore. The wait's gonna take so long, it's gonna go back down again, and the potential. It's like, I don't know, Pokemon Go. You could have just kept going up and up, but you just lost your audience, and they kept going away. He had that potential with the animated series. I thought the first episode wasn't great, but it had potential for sure.
Animation does take a long ass time.
I know.
This is the last thing I'll say before we should move on because Brent's here and we're being rude right now. But
Hey, wait. Hold on. I have a joke for you guys.
Go ahead. Tell the joke.
Why doesn't Jesus like Christian rock music?
Why not?
Because it fucking sucks.
Okay. Like, who says that Jesus has a bad taste?
So dumb.
I mean, who says Jesus doesn't have a good taste in music? He might like some heavy metal. You don't know that. I'm not a person of heavy metal. I'm just using an example. Anyway, the only thing I'm going to say, though, is I think I would give him a pass on animation, but with the quality of the animation, no offense, I'm sure it's a newer animator, and it really didn't look terrible. There were some areas where I'd argue it looked pretty good, and somewhere it was a little rougher, mainly the more detailed characters. It did not look like 8 months worth of animation.
10 months.
10 months, God. I mean, keep in mind, Hoptic Demon made that Cuphead short within, 3 months. And obviously, he has a lot more experience. He's been doing a lot longer.
And,
but, again, you're taking,
if you
really good animation.
If you look at the guy's YouTube channel, he hasn't really uploaded anything, or if not much from what I remember. So it's like, he's definitely, like you said, a newer animator. And I don't know. It kind of makes sense 10 months if he's a newer dude. And it's pretty decent for someone that's pretty new to it. He looks like he's putting in some effort. But I just think if you wanted to do this, do the 10 months, finish that first episode, then do another year for a second episode. Just keep.
I'm not gonna give the.
I don't know. Just work on it. Just save it.
I'm not gonna give the animator any shit. I'm just saying that.
Nothing against the animator, honestly. I feel like this is all on Richie. Like always, but
yeah. I mean, I don't really have a problem with how long it takes. I'm just saying it. Saying animation takes a really long time and then excusing that with 10 months. The only thing I can say, How to Get a Demon released 10 episodes. I know I'm using him as an example, but it's because he's a really good animator. That Wacky Game Jokes for Kids show he did a few years ago. And granted, a lot of those episodes surrounded characters just sitting down and talking. There wasn't a lot of movement. Some of them did have a lot of movement, though. There were actually fight scenes occasionally. But that was 10 episodes he released in 1 year. And his, the style is clearly a lot better. So it can't really give him a pass on 10 months.
Hot
There's
diggity
some...
demon who makes a living off of YouTube compared to this one guy who probably has a part-time job or full-time
Oh,
job.
you know what ended up happening with him? Why he's been gone for so long?
Hot diggity demon.
Yeah, like the hurricane broke all of his shit. I don't know what hurricane.
That's yeah, we'll give him a pass. Yeah, take your time, bud. We love you.
He apparently just recently got stuff. Like people were
Good.
helping him out a decent bit.
Wow.
And he's like just started doing commissions. And the thing is, the commissions only started 2 days ago. So if you give him $30, he'll do a drawing for you, like just line art.
$30.
But if you go to like 40 or 50, like I think 40 gets you color and 50 gives you detailed colors and shading. I'm now's a bad time because I think it's like a week event. I'll like this week. I have to do it this week. I am tempted as hell.
Yeah.
Because I can afford it right now, but I should save the money. But it's like
he's definitely a talented enough dude for that price. I feel. Yeah.
Oh no, absolutely. I would like. I think he could get away with charging more if he wanted to.
Oh yeah.
I really want to, but
possibly with even an autograph on it, like
that
would be like.
Timing. It is just bad timing. Okay, so we'll drop this topic now.
I just want to end this quickly too.
Fuck, Joanne, what do you want?
The abuse continues.
I just want to end quickly, just to full circle this. You asked like, what's the most viewed DuckCast episode, and weirdly enough, we there was the finale in number 3, Kevin's episode number 2 with 82, episode 7 part 2, not the re-uploaded version, at 153.
Why?
From 82 to 153. Let's look at the like and dislike ratio.
Part 1 only had 42 views. What the hell?
Amazing feedback.
What?
And let's look at the comments.
Why did more people click on that?
Great feedback.
What the hell?
153 on one episode of a second part to an episode.
Part 2 of episode 7.
It went from 56 views to 153 to 49 to 50 to 40. It's just.
Oh my god.
And after ridiculous. After the whole episode, I uploaded Mac into Babies, which is a classic for Duck Brigade. Watch that if you haven't already. It's a great video.
Nazi. Try not to call me one last 5 minutes.
What?
Brent posted something in the chat. It's such a weird.
I'm gonna keep going back and forth in chat. It's gonna break the immersion so bad. Okay, what does this say? Try not
to. Like it's so. Why are Yahtzee, Hitler, and Try Not to Laugh videos all coming together?
Hey, Brent, you still there?
Up?
Yeah, no, I was just looking at some good memes, I guess.
Brent, what should
I apologize for that opening, but go ahead. What's up, Brent? What's going on with you?
Oh fuck, dude, school.
Yeah, I hear you.
Terrible life. A girlfriend who won't shut up for more than 5 minutes.
At least you got a girlfriend. Come on.
Yeah.
Ain't that bad. By the way, wish I have your picture shown up here in the episode.
The picture he has.
Are you sure? That's it?
Yeah, I'm messing around, Joanne. Calm down.
All right. Little parakeet wearing a suit. All right.
Could you make it people change actually?
What?
Yeah. So if you go into the chat, there's people change.
Oh, the horse one.
No, it's a bird actually.
Okay. Let me write that down before I forget.
The horse bird.
It's a horse.
Boris from the Ink game. What's that called again? Bendy?
What?
Bendy, like Boris Bendy, that weird horror game. What?
Bend it like Beckham.
I'm talking about like the horror game that looks like an old cartoon.
I don't know.
Bendy? You haven't heard of Bendy? Really?
I have not. Why?
It looks like the art style looks okay, but it's like I saw people playing it. It looks like the most padded thing ever made.
What are you talking about?
Go to this room. It's like the horror game Bendy. Am I the only one who knows what that is? I don't know. It looks like a padded game. I don't know. I can't shit on the art style because it really isn't bad, but it looks like a really.
Words are better than Undertale.
What?
Undertale. Words
are
better.
Undertale. Well, I like Undertale a lot.
I fucking hate Undertale.
Well, I mean, the art style of Undertale is bad, but that's just I don't care about that.
I actually hate everything that came from that game.
I loved it. I mean, I thought it was a great experience. It had a
I don't know
great
what
sense
that
of humor. It
sounds.
had a really good score.
Hot take.
Had a good story.
Hot take.
I
It's for
think
12-year-olds.
I mean, you know, it is something I enjoyed and moved on from, unlike a lot of the internet. But I like it. I thought it was a great game.
All right, Mike. Favorite game all time? Go.
That's hard.
Like my wiener.
We've talked about this on the show a lot of times. I mean, I really like Thousand Year Door. I really like Fantasy Life. I really like Oblivion and Skyrim. I mean, I like a lot of games.
Fantasy
I
Life
did
is
try to.
perfect though.
It's not perfect, but I did spend a ton of hours playing it. Like, it is
Yeah.
very addicting. It has like a very silly story, but you really get invested in it. Still, like, I like one game I kept praising for the longest time, saying it was one of my favorite games. I think we talked about this in the one with Tariq, not this part specifically, but we talked about favorite video games. Because I think Tariq was asking us about that.
I didn't watch it.
One game, yeah, I don't expect you to. One game that I recently tried replaying because I'm borrowing Gage's Xbox for the month, and he had, what's it called? Why can't I remember it now? It's Fable 2.
Oh man.
And I loved that game when I was younger, and I tried playing it again. It does not hold up. I could not, because I can still go back to Oblivion, and Oblivion's clearly an outdated game now, but I still love it. And Fable 2, no, it's like unplayable for me now. I loved it as a kid though.
Did you try modding Oblivion? Because I have that game on the PC, and people spend a whole bunch of time trying to make it look modern.
I'm curious.
Also, they have mods where they completely change the dialogue to random things. It's really good.
I really like Skyrim. Gage has Skyrim on his Xbox One. I've played Skyrim a ton, and I own a copy of the game for the PS3. But he said it was very modded, like it was an extremely modded version of Skyrim. So I am looking forward to playing that eventually. I haven't yet, but I am going to. I don't even know what the hell I put on. The only assumption I'm gonna make is it's gonna open with Thomas, the tank engine. I'm sure he put that one on there, just knowing Gage.
Yeah, that's like the essential mod.
Yeah.
Skyrim.
All of the
Either
trains.
that or Macho Man Randy Savage.
Do you know about that mod, Zach? Just from
Yeah,
people replaced all the dragons in Skyrim with trains.
I think Austin did that with Stuart, like on the Duck Brigade.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
I think that's how I found out about it. I didn't know it was like a popular thing. I wasn't that into Skyrim, which actually I bought Skyrim for the first time for the Switch today because I don't have any console that can play it. So I haven't played it yet.
Cool. But really, the Switch kicks ass though. Like people weren't so satisfied with the Wii or the Wii U, but Switch has redeemed Nintendo.
The Wii U, as someone who owned the Wii U and bought a decent enough of games from it, like it was bad. And there clearly by all the ports coming to the Switch from it now, it's like clear. But like,
I enjoyed the games I had for the Wii U, but I bought it. Like I should have just saved that money and got a Switch because I got it like the year they discontinued it.
Yeah, counting Skyrim, like I only bought 5 games with it. I guess not counting Snipper Clips too. I bought that digitally,
and,
but like
people do.
There's not a huge library. I mean, there is, but like, I doubt there would be too many things that would interest you at this time. But to be fair, like they just had their first year, and you know, I feel like coming E3, they're gonna play a whole bunch. Like they're getting Pokemon on the Switch, like a first console Pokemon, so that's gonna be. With the time I actually have for video games, I'm sure Mario Odyssey and that new Zelda game would be enough. They're beautiful.
Breath of the Wild, it is probably my favorite game now.
My favorite game of all time. It's a little hard to say. I think when it comes, you know what? My favorite 2 now, and they don't really count as games because they're very story based, and I've said this so many times, would be To the Moon and Finding Paradise because I thought the stories were so well written, and that experience I enjoyed more than any other game I played. We're just talking about gameplay exclusively, probably Oblivion, honestly. I think I put more hours into that than any other game, so probably Oblivion. And I can still play it. Like, I can still go back to it, and I'm like, it's not like other games. Like, it's not like I tried to play the original Nintendo 64, and the entire time I couldn't get through it because I was just yeah, this is fun and all, but I kind of want to just play Thousand Year Door again because it's a lot better than this. But with the Sky, or whenever I go back to Oblivion, I'm not thinking I just wish I was playing Skyrim right now. I'm very happy playing Oblivion, so Oblivion's probably my favorite. And you said your favorite game was Breath of the Wild, Brent?
Yeah.
Of all time, really, or just good for the Switch?
Honestly, of all time now, because there was whenever I got it, there was like a good solid week where I did nothing but play that game.
There's that game coming out. It's gotten delayed. Like there's no release date yet for it, and it's not like a story based game or anything. It's a shooter game, but like it's got this unique thing about it. Like I think I talked about this Murphy's Law. It's like you shoot your opponents, and like every time you hit your opponent, your body grows big, and like there's this giant.
Yeah.
You know, the red and blue. It looks kind of like Attack on Titan, kind of. But like, you know, your giant man-shaped tower grows as well, and you just gotta get, you know, the first one to reach the biggest, tallest amount wins or something like that. I don't know, but it's like got some like unique mechanics to it and everything. I see like they're adding little weapons. I feel like it could be like the next, you know, Overwatch or whatever. Maybe not on that level, but like definitely like League status. I feel like it could be for like competitions. It looks interesting.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good.
Like my first impressions, it was like but like I don't know, the more I look at it, it's like it looks interesting. I might pay for it. It looks decent. I feel like people should give the trailer a chance, look at it, see if you like it. Murphy's Law. Looks interesting. Looks really neat.
Wes Anderson's new movie is out in a month. I'm excited for it.
You know what I did today? This does relate to that, by the way. So I went to the mall, and there was my mom has done these. There's this little store called Opinions, and you go in and you do these surveys and whatever. And my mom said, you know, she's done some before, and she's like, you want to do one? And I'm like, sure, I guess. And like the survey was about movies. So I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Also, when you do these surveys, you get paid for them for free. So you just do them, and it's one of those things.
How much do they pay you?
That's the thing. It depends on the thing. I didn't know what they were going to pay me. So like the whole time I felt very...
How much did you get paid, just out of curiosity?
$2.
$2.
It really was not worth it. Like I think I spent like 20-30 minutes there, I think, just like because like they bring you to this room. This guy brings you to a room, and there's a laptop, and there's all these questions you fill out. Some is you know, multiple choice, and some is like, you know, type out. And you gotta watch the trailer, and like, you know, there's 3 movies you can do a survey on. So I chose that one movie you just mentioned.
Wild Dogs.
And like, you know, why you want to see it? Does it look interesting to you? You know, this and that. And I don't know. It's just like I spent all this time, and I felt like very humiliated. Also, it's like I felt like, you know, when I'm trying to type out, because like I'm very slow trying to come up with words or whatever, and they're like checking in on me, like, "Hey, you done?" or like remember to put in as much detail as you can in your things, at least 2 sentences or more. I'm like, I can only come up with one, and it's like, and I don't know. It just felt like a waste of time. And then I didn't know what I was going to get paid at the end. When I finally got brought out, I was like, okay, here's your money, $2. And I'm like, all right. Like on the outside I was smiling, like, thank you, but on the inside I was like dead inside. It was horrible.
What did you write about Isle of Dogs?
It looked unique, it looked interesting. It was directed by Wes Anderson. Bryan Cranston's in it, like, just, you know.
It's apparently not a worldwide release, which kind of stinks, but our theater definitely has it, because they have like this, you know, they don't just have a poster up. They have like the big wooden poster up, the big cardboard poster, the one that stands up and is bigger than people.
Joanne, can you turn that down?
Number 3, right?
Joanne!
Is that the 3rd time this episode, I think?
Yes. She's listening to something, and it sounds like a child's, like, old school computer game starting up.
They're going to say she's looking at child porn, but go on.
Jesus, Joanne!
Joanne, are you looking at child porn?
Joanne, why would you look at child porn?
She's looking at child porn, my god.
Alright, nice.
Joanne watches child porn.
It's basically confirmed here.
Yeah.
Joanne watches child pornography.
Imagine if we got monetized for the Duck Brigade and this video
Oh,
came out.
I get it. It's because you work at Subway, and that's what Jared's about. Ooh.
So Brent, what are you into recently?
What do you mean?
What
Why
do
do
you
you have
like?
to fucking show me a video?
What do you?
I don't care about a duck sliding on ice.
Wow. This should be DuckCast.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's why I've been telling you to stop.
I'm gonna write that down. Actually, DuckCast, not a bad idea.
Maybe it needs to be something other than that.
Go.
It's not like it's domestic abuse, basically.
One of the things that I've been super into, I have an internship at my local zoo, and I've been able to help assist with some surgeries and some of those fun things.
Oh, cool.
Huh?
Said cool.
Yeah. So there's actually a robin that got fucking put in my zoo's care, and they're like, "Hey man, can you come back and help? We want to make sure that this guy's gonna be okay." And within 5 minutes of me getting there, it fucking died.
Ooh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Was it your fault, Brent?
No.
Was it your fault? Hey, be honest with yourself. Was it your fault, Brent?
No, I didn't even touch the damn thing.
That's cool though. So like, you actually help them out with the like medical stuff.
Yes.
Cool. Do you have any success stories?
I gave a ferret a shot.
Hey, I'm just being a dick. That's awesome. And Zach's
what are you doing with your life?
I'm trying to. How do you make a dog with shadow puppets again?
I'm doing a.
And like, how can I even get a flat surface to do it on?
I always just did this. You know, this is the mouth and nose. And these are the 2 ears. Yeah.
Oh, that okay.
And I can't really position this properly to get a.
That's the best I can do right there. You can also do bunny ears, but that's the easier one. Or a rock. I like the rock one. That's the best. You don't even have to stick any fingers up.
I'm taking 5 classes. I'm doing I work a day and a half now because I don't have a lot of time and they're closed during the weekends. I do a consistent client job with the web series, the group I'm doing, which I finished episode 3 right before this call, and now we're uploading it. I'm uploading tonight. Oh,
if nothing goes wrong, like of course, like it'll be in the description, so check it out.
Yeah, and and I'm I just started this. Actually, I didn't even talk about. I don't think I've even mentioned this to you, Zach. I started television production club. No, it's not even television production; it's media production club at the East Stroudsburg. So that's nice. I mean, so far we're just they want a show for the school that they're going to play on the TVs, and we're creating something that I seriously doubt anyone's going to want to watch. But I think it's funny, at least. I just don't think anyone sitting in their dorm is going to say, "Hey, I want to watch the ESU network." I don't think people do that. I think that they got a TV, they're probably going to go to an actual channel, but we'll see.
So just for experience, though, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, they want a show to run. I mean, I guess some people have to watch it. We are going around interviewing people on campus. Maybe they'll want to see themselves on the TVs. Yeah. Who knows? I'm not I'm not doubting the skills, by the way, of these people. I mean, they all seem competent people to me. The first shoot went well because we shot our opening and closing for the first episode. On Tuesday, we're going out and interviewing people. But yeah, I mean, I'm doing a lot, but none of it is nothing big. Just a bunch of small things. That's about it. What about you, Zach? What has been your life ambitions lately? What have you been working on? What have you been doing?
I've been in such those days where you're just you feel like you don't want to do anything, you're mentally just exhausted for no reason. I've been like that for no reason.
All the time.
Last week, nonstop till I think yesterday or today. It's been ridiculous.
I think,
and I kept thinking I gotta write the Astro Clover review. I gotta keep working on it. I haven't.
I'm not being sarcastic here when I say this. I think that's a small form of depression, basically.
I hope it's not. I don't know what would be causing it. But...
I mean, just part of depression is a lack of motivation. I'm not. That doesn't mean that you're like you feel sad all the time. It's just a lack of motivation is part of depression. But like I definitely get like that and frequently, and it's hard to break. Just this morning, I kind of wasted a lot of time, which is partially why we had to start so late, is because I was behind schedule with the group. I set my alarm to wake myself up at 9 a.m. and didn't start really working on it until 1 p.m. So, you know, I threw away 4 hours just because I didn't feel like starting. And I mean, like I'll give myself a little bit of a break there. I did work all day yesterday, and I have been at school nonstop, and I was working on the group until like 1 a.m. last night. So that's why, but still, like, and you do have to give yourself some time. But yeah, I mean, I'm like demotivated constantly, all the time.
Same.
And you just kind of got to force yourself. Like, what I will say about it, like what has been true for me every single time I've been demotivated, because I've actually been through the same thing too. I've talked about it, I think in a season 2 episode of DuckCast. I was just having the shittiest week and not getting anything done and feeling ashamed of not getting anything done. Is even if you really hate it while you're doing it, if you force yourself to do something, by the end of the day, you're going to be happier than you were if you just decided to not like force yourself. Like, it will suck while you're forcing yourself, but the end result will always be better. Like, even if something doesn't come out well or whatever you're working on, you didn't get as much done as you wanted to, as long as you at least put the effort in, you'll feel, you'll be more driven.
At least like if you do like one thing like involving, you know, being creative a day, like at least one thing, and start working your way up to doing two things. I like that aspect. I'm trying to get there, but it's like, you know, this last week it like kills the streak. Sucks.
Me and Chris Bownight, we're writing a short film together right now. And when we first started, like, it was an idea I had, and I like joined me right in this call.
Say that again. Sorry, that last few seconds.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was working on because I had an idea, and I was talking about, I think it was in a call with like Chris and Cody, how I wanted to get someone to work on it with me. Actually, it wasn't Chris and Cody, it was Chris and Gage. That was a little bit of interesting crossover there. I don't think those two have ever spoken before. I don't think Gage has spoken with a lot of you guys before. Obviously Brent, but
no,
we're talking about, like,
I've never talked to him in my life.
I'm talking about web people, but I'm getting way off topic. I'm dragging on. Me and but he volunteered to help, and then we started working on it again. But like the second we started, sometimes it takes a while, because I think like the first hour of each other like working together on Discord trying to write it, I felt tired, exhausted, and I just didn't feel like I was coming up with any good ideas. But eventually the conversation got on the right track. And like the next 2 hours were super productive, and we got so much done. It's like kind of like when you often the reason I think we're so demotivated to work on stuff is just because we start off and we're not starting off to a good point. Like, we'll spend 30 minutes trying to write something and we just can't come up with anything good, and then we stop, and that's where things start to go wrong. Brent, that weird picture you just sent me, I swear to God I've seen that somewhere before. What the hell?
Should you send it so I could show it, or no?
It's in the chat.
Alright, let's look at it.
When you go on tangents, I send weird pictures.
I know.
Damn, Shardy, what that Shanpei do? I think that's how you pronounce it.
It's a shape.
I want a t-shirt of that long arms and legs person. Anyway.
Producing the hot memes there, Brenty. Thanks.
Whenever I feel like I can't contribute meaningfully...
Well, you can. What's on your mind? What's on your mind, Brent?
Mike doesn't fucking shut up.
we have been like excluding Brent a lot, but I don't know. Like,
it's fine. It's fine. But
it's weird though, because I don't know. Like,
what's a conversation? What's a topic that you've been?
What's a podcast? You have to butt in a little bit.
You need to give other people an opportunity to speak.
And you have an opportunity to speak. Zach's had plenty of opportunities to speak because he actually speaks up.
Look, no, you know what? I'm not gonna take any sides here. I can't. It's not nice. But I feel like I should, but no. Brent, what's a topic though?
Go ahead. You want to take sides? Go ahead.
No, it's mean, and I don't like. I'm gonna listen back and I'm gonna not like
you
myself
said that,
anymore.
So now you have to kind of say something.
But I'm just gonna say to that extent. All right. Brent, can you therapist us right now?
Yes.
Dr. Brent, can you help our marriage, please?
It's Dr. Broin. That's my.
Actually, this works with the domestic cast
like
title, by the way. Just saying, Mike. This actually works very well. Brent, be our therapist.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say it's turned. The tables have turned a little bit.
Even the therapist is having a domestic. Like, that's just the whole... That's like so DuckCast, though. You know, it's just so messed up.
So just so we're clear, I was clearly the one that you were going to criticize. Okay, cool.
All right. No,
but Zach, I'm not gonna say what.
What's your issue?
I don't have any issue. I'm telling the truth.
I know what Dr. it was now because it was gonna
go. So what brings you to my office today? There's clearly a reason why you wanted to talk to me.
It's not
I was just in the neighborhood, you know.
I don't even fucking know who Mackie is. I'm just doing a voice.
Clearly, we're doing Mackie. Come on.
Well, okay, you tell me where that's from, and I'll let you know if I even know it.
South Park.
Oh, no, I wasn't even thinking about South Park.
You're being a therapist and you were doing a Mackie voice. I mean, I don't know.
No! Oh my gosh. I don't even fucking
You sound like
South
Kermit
Park
just
anymore.
He's like, oh my gosh.
That was a wait, who do you sound like?
He sounded like Kermit near the end. He's like changed from Mackie to Kermit.
That was a really bad.
No, it was like I know it was like a bad Kermit impression near the end.
No, I'm giving him
so
shit,
funny.
even though it's clearly not the voice he was trying to do.
I don't. Why can't we just be nice to each other?
You're such a scuffed mic, Brent.
Now Brent needs therapy, so Zach, you take over. We could call this therapy.
Psychos. So Brent, tell me, why is your mic so scuffed, and where did this all begin? You gotta get really close, by the way, to the mic to answer this, or else the joke's not gonna work.
You started one Saturday, 1994.
That was like
me, here's your only microphone.
That sounds like a McDonald's or Burger King drive-thru, dude. Yeah, I like a cheeseburger and some fries.
Stop.
I would go. You should.
God.
That's the kind of stuff
that
you
was
should
like
go on.
me deep throating. No, I was deep throating my microphone. That was very uncomfortable.
That's the stuff you should go on like VR chat with, just to be toxic, you know. Just like get everyone in like 100 feet radius of you. Oh,
Make everyone upset.
Yeah. VR chat.
Hello, person. Your mom doesn't love you.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh. Oh. I wasn't expecting to get real today. Fucking. Hold on. I'm like. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I'm playing NBA 2K18 while also doing this. So I don't know if you heard the buzzer.
No.
I do think this is the first time we've ever had a guest who like was actually doing something else while doing.
No, I feel like he might have done this on the last episode he was on. Maybe.
Maybe okay, but it's still Brent. It's still Brent.
It's still Brent.
What's is anyone watching any good TV shows?
I'm still watching Full Metal Alchemist. I'm getting through. I still like it. I still feel like it's just as good as Brotherhood. I still feel like they're pretty tied until I get to that ending that you talked about. We'll see.
I disagree, but it's fine. It's okay. Brent, any shows?
No. I literally have barely any time to watch TV.
I watch it at night. I finished Community and I just started rewatching it already because how much I liked it, but I do need to move on.
All of my free time goes on my free cams.
What? What'd you just say, Brent?
We'll censor it out.
It's the name of a website. That's not even bad.
What did he say?
No, don't worry. It's fine.
Well, if you need to censor it again.
He's a grown man.
All of my free time goes on my free cams.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to censor that.
It was a joke.
That's my TV show. It's so funny.
Okay, so TV isn't a good thing to talk about. Any movies?
No.
Isn't Black Panther coming out next week or the week after?
Isn't it out now? Maybe it's 16.
No, they had opening night for like other people to see first. But like, yeah. And we'll see what the reviews are like on Rotten Tomatoes once it actually comes out, because right now it's like near 100, and that's how it always is at first.
I'll probably end up seeing it. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of films, but I saw 2 last year and enjoyed both of them. But
Deadpool 2 coming out soon.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll watch that. I'll go see Deadpool.
Did you see the recent trailer? That looked really nice.
No, was it the meat? It wasn't it the Meat Cable trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Fun trailer, very fun.
It was a good trailer. Oh, Terry Crews is in the movie. That's all I really need.
I doubt.
Wait, what? Who's in the movie?
Terry Crews.
Oh, I thought you said Ted Cruz for a second.
Is he?
Like, what?
No. Wait. If Ted Cruz was in the, oh my god, that'd be perfect.
I would pay $50 for that ticket.
Terry Crews is in Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
As well.
Watch the. Okay, so pull up the trailer. There's a scene.
I got my light on me right now. Okay.
There's a scene where they're standing in an airplane, and Joanne was actually the person who pointed this out to me. But to the right of Deadpool, there's a very large black man, and that's our boy.
That's our boy.
That's our boy. There he is.
I'm gonna try something to it.
I don't know. Like, I always say the Star Wars movies, and I might go see the Solo movie. Like, I want to because Donald Glover's really like.
Oh yeah, that is Terry Crews. Hello.
But they also did what Marvel did to Edgar Wright and fired the director for trying to do something different. So I kind of want to go. I'm boycotting Ant-Man. I'm never gonna see that movie, and I might boycott.
Oh yeah. Ant-Man and the Wasp looks fun though.
Maybe. Yeah. They fired Edgar Wright, and I don't know. Like that to me is enough. I don't normally do that. The whole boycott this or anything. What? I don't know. Like that's just
boycott the NFL because they don't.
Ant-Man was a pretty okay Marvel movie, not a great one for sure. Definitely one of the weaker ones. Yeah,
it would have been the best Marvel movie if Edgar Wright had to. But
did anyone see the Solo trailer, Han Solo's prequel film?
Yeah, and I'm not impressed, but
no.
I mean, I'm not saying it looks horrible either.
It's visually stunning. I agree. We don't know much about like if the writing's going to be good or not, but like I'm open-minded.
The movies are all visually stunning, and that's to say they don't really do anything unique with the cinematography or anything, but they do have like really lovely world building. Like they have really nice. It's always like because like The Last Jedi, I don't really, I can't see any Star Wars movie as a masterpiece. But I mean, oh my God, it was gorgeous the entire time. I absolutely am glad I saw it on the big screen because it was just such a nice. It was just such a nice experience. It looked lovely. So did Rogue One. So did the Force Awakens, and I'm sure the Solo movie will too. I think I will go see it again. Like I really like Donald Glover after watching Community, and I want to see more stuff he was in. He was in Homecoming too.
Yeah. There's also, I don't even know if Mike saw this, probably not, but the Venom trailer.
No, I didn't. I didn't even know that was like still. I didn't know that was anything but a rumor, but I guess it's apparently more developed.
Yeah, it's been very in the dark, and people are complaining that spoiler alert for those that haven't seen the teaser trailer, but Venom's not in it, just Eddie Brock is. But I'm kind of fine with that because it is a teaser trailer. That's just my thing. But I understand people's complaints. I don't know. It's called Venom. You don't show Venom. I don't know.
Well, is this what studio is this? Is this Marvel or is this
Fox.
Sony?
Oh, sorry, Sony. It's Sony still.
Okay, Sony.
Tom Holland though has been confirmed to make a cameo. Don't know if it's with him in the suit or not. Maybe it's Peter Parker or not Spider-Man. But at least Tom Holland's in it.
Yeah, but like what I will say is that I know this is old news, at least with like when the trailer was released. But that animated Spider-Man movie looks really freaking cool.
Yeah, is that for TV or movie?
Movie, I think. I hope. The animation style looks incredible. Now I think it's going to be stupid because it's Spider-Man. It's still a superhero movie, but it'll be entertaining.
It's animated though. It gets a pass, I think, for stupid. You can do some pretty fun stuff. I don't know.
Anything gets a pass for stupid as long as it's fun.
Yeah, like you, Mike.
Marvel. Yeah,
Marvel. I was gonna make that joke. I'm being completely honest.
Like there hasn't been a single like great Marvel movie. They're just entertaining movies. I'd say the same for Star Wars, but I will give I'll give it a pass because I know that they mean a lot to a lot of people. I'm talking about the old ones too, by the way, not just the new one.
You know, I feel like from the beginning, with when they started the whole Marvel movie franchise thing, I feel like that's pretty much been their thing. Like, they're not trying to make the you know, what's a good example for, like, I don't know, the next Forrest Gump or just any classic movie that just like it's just supposed to be a fun action film for the family and general audiences. Just comic book movie, man.
I don't think
it's been out for
Forrest Gump
10 plus years, and
I like Forrest Gump. I think it's
I couldn't think of another good movie.
There is a lot of simplistic stuff in Forrest Gump, but I think there's like some meaningful. I like Forrest Gump.
But anyway, Forrest Gump.
It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch now. Brent, do you remember Nazareth High School showing that movie like frequently?
Forrest Gump?
Yeah.
All the fucking time.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm glad I'm glad it wasn't just me. I'm glad I'm not insane. They played that movie, I swear to God, like 7 times a year. It was constant. Like,
wow.
This class, all right, well, we're close to the holidays, so let's just watch Forrest Gump. Constantly. It wasn't just history classes. It'd be art classes. It would be like if a fucking math teacher wanted to show Forrest Gump, they would. It was just nonstop with that school.
Okay, so you've been desensitized to it, so I guess we're talking to the
right
German class that,
let Brent go.
A German class in high school had that, except it was in English. It was like German 4, and it was like, hey, here's some Forrest Gump, I guess.
Okay, yeah, no, like, so they played it in English?
Yeah, no,
why not just...
I would understand if it was in, like, German, but it wasn't.
Yeah, no, if you wanted to do that, like, I mean, I understand, like, you can't just play the whole movie in German because, like, you're a high school German class, but what you should do is either play it in German with English subtitles or play it in English with German subtitles.
Yeah, nope, just English.
Maybe do the German subtitles because I think like English with German subtitles, just because I think that'd be easier for people to take down notes and actually.
Oh no, this was like this was German 4. Everyone actually knew. Basically.
A fair amount.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 education.
German 4. I didn't know it went up that high at high school.
It went up to German 5.
German 5, Jesus.
Yeah, I went that.
I mean, I guess you could take a lot of classes. I don't know. I hated high school.
I didn't.
I didn't have to hate it. I chose to hate it. I could have it could have been a pleasant experience for me. I liked Votech okay. There was some boring moments in that. I'll give
Joanne mousing you?
No.
Didn't that make you happy?
No.
Right, Joanne? Doesn't that make you happy, mousing Mike?
That upsetted me.
Mousing,
by the way, was Joanne unplugging my mouse because it was an Apple's computer. Well, I mean, I think you can unplug regular mouses too, but still, yeah, constantly unplugging my mouse because I sat next to her at Votech, and that whole thing. Another person that I work with though, in my videos sometimes, Alec. Because someone unplugged his mouse, and then just in the middle, like, of the class, he just shouted out, "I've been moused!" to the classroom. Like, we all knew each other enough by then to where there was just no shame with Alec. Yeah. He would do whatever he wanted. Yeah, Greg and Patrick kept me company during the first year of Votech. And then Joanne and Alec kept me company during the second year. Me and Joanne became good
Then what happened?
Oh, I fucking hate her guts now. There's been a huge falling out.
Yeah, that's true.
Blood has been shed.
We should bring Joanne here and get Mike to therapy her or something. That was horrible grammar, but yeah, you get the point.
Therapy. I'm gonna therapize you.
Good English, dude. Shut up.
Name the episode that.
No.
I'm gonna therapize you.
I said therapy her. I just say therapy.
I made up a word to go with what I was trying to say. So
I'm gonna therapize you.
Therapize you. Oh. We were playing a game. It was like a drinking game like a few weeks ago.
God damn it.
couple of friends, and for the first time, my useless knowledge of the internet helped me out, because it's like a game comprising a bunch of small games. I won't explain it, but one of them is you have to go through and rhyme. Like someone starts off with a word, and everyone has to like think of a word that rhymes with it. You can't repeat any, and if like whoever first can't think of a word that rhymes, they have to take a sip. That's just part of the game. It's not just that; it's a small part. But some smart ass decided they were going to say orange as theirs. But there is one word that rhymes with orange. It's porridge. Porridge. No, porridge doesn't rhyme with orange.
It kind of does. I mean, it doesn't have to exactly have the same letters, but
it doesn't qualify. Porridge though.
What's porridge?
Is a word. I don't remember what the definition of it is. I think, like I don't remember the definition. It's just I up and it's
I'm
like
look it up. I thought that was like porridge. Oh no, that sounds like porridge, and there's no such thing as porridge.
Hey Mike, according to rhymezone.com, gorange and sporange are two exact rhymes that go along with orange.
Oh, there's a second one.
Orange, which is a surname apparently.
Porridge is a hair dye.
Which is a variant of sporangium. So get your fucking facts right.
I mean, I said that I was able to give a word that rhymed with orange. Fuck you. That's an accomplishment, not really, but still. I knew more than anyone at that table. At least that one specific fact. So that counts as knowing more than anyone else at the table.
Do you just have to be better than everyone?
No, I don't. I don't consider myself better than a single person.
It sounds like you think you're better than everyone.
I don't.
You should own up to who you really are.
I think very little of myself. That's what I think of me. Anyway.
That's sad. We should
therapy you. Mispronounce stuff. I think I constantly word things terribly.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, well, that's clearly
I consider myself an intelligent
person. Now you look like an asshole.
How do I look like an asshole? What'd I do?
I was the smartest one there because I could figure out one word that starts with orange.
And then I actively spent 30 seconds making fun of myself saying that I wasn't.
I'm so smart. I'm
Fuck you, Brent. Anyway.
He's just trying to victimize himself, dude.
This show should be me and Brent now.
Threaten me with the good time, Mike.
Wait, how did that lead to you and Brent if he's the one insulting you and just kick me out? I'm not doing anything wrong. What am I doing? Or should I get kicked out?
It's entertaining. It's entertaining.
Well, now, okay. Well, now I'm guarding it. Now I am part of this too. Why can't I stay?
Okay, Zach, you can be a guest like every 10 episodes. All right.
Dad, I want to stay. Let me in the house. I'm scratching on the door. My hands are bleeding.
Wait. When was the last time I was a guest on this show?
Episode 11. This is 52.
Like 41 episodes.
52. So every 41 episodes, you're allowed to come back on.
So now, can you still record and edit it for us?
Yeah, you're gonna have to be here.
I can't record it if I'm not there.
Can you? You're gonna just like record and then leave the room for.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you're gonna be here, but you're not gonna say anything.
Oh, and like also,
gives me less to do. Why not?
Can you change the intro? By the way, it's gonna be a little awkward with the clips.
Oh god, yeah, just a bunch of clips from Brent.
You can leave one in for the guest, but
yeah.
Could you instead of replacing whatever you do have, because I don't watch this. If you could just make it different pictures, like different angles of the bird, that is my profile picture.
Yeah.
I'd appreciate that.
What?
Oh, actually, do a little animation with it.
Yeah. What? So where you're
every time Brent speaks, make the bird's mouth move up and down.
Yeah.
Starting
for the
now.
Hour.
No, not for the entire episode. No.
When he replaces you as the other host, that's what he'll do. We're asking you to be our editor. See, you can still be part of the show, Zach.
You're just trying to break character, but I honestly thought you were being serious, like just to be like, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, it's a fake edit. We're not.
I thought we were being serious about that.
Jesus Christ.
No, I hate your guts.
Just want to play
You're
Skyrim
like Barry now.
Good
so
God.
what I want you to do.
Well, Barry left, so
Barry's dead.
What I want you to do is to put together a little crude animation
I
of
finally-
stick figure you. Shut the fuck up. I want you to put I want you to put together a little animation of stick figure you getting kicked out of the door and crying on the side of the road and developing a drug habit.
I like cock.
So I want that right now in this episode.
So me, as a stick figure, getting kicked out of a
Yes,
house
but
and
it
crying
has
on
to-
in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
And then
And
what?
developing
Maybe you and Mike as all stick figures could be laughing in the background.
No, I just want it to be like really real. And
But your head doesn't even have to be you. It could be a parakeet. That's a
Yeah,
stick
but
figure.
I want you in particular to develop a heroin habit.
Okay, so here's a scenario. One more time.
And he becomes a child molester.
Okay, there's a lot of things we're adding in here. So there's a whole montage, I guess. So it starts with me in my room. Then a boot
Yes.
comes in, a PNG boot, kicks me out of my door. I'm in the middle of the road. All of a sudden, I get a needle, and I'm like, I guess, a smiley face, and I walk off frame. Then there's another shot of me in an alleyway, and then I'm with a child, like Mike said, and, and there's a stick, and there's a little line symbolizing my pee-pee, and the child's facing the opposite. You know what I mean? Anything else you want to add in?
No. What I was wanting
Well,
is
Would that
going-
count as child porn?
If it's stick figures, maybe. I mean, you could put it up on like porn.
I might
you
still
know
count.
what
might
I
still
Get 10
what I was
likes at
imagining,
least.
what I imagined when he added the child molester part is I want you to animate you going to a drug dealer, buying heroin, but
Okay.
also buying a child. Over the counter.
So you can leave it up. Oh, you can leave it
I
open
like
to the
cock.
audience. Okay, we don't have to.
So I'm going to a drug dealer, getting drugs, and not only drugs, but a child from the drug dealer.
Yeah.
Because he
So-
sells children, of course. Who do I go to for kids? The drug dealer.
Yeah, no,
Horrible.
it's an all-in-one market. It's like Walmart.
Oh, no.
So
I cannot wait
we
to not play Skyrim or anything and do this stupid edit. Thank you.
honestly, if you do it, I'm gonna
I'm
watch.
complaining about nothing. I really should put in the effort. Anyway,
Can I read a message from Hail Hydra that from last night that I didn't respond to him, but it just
to piss you off, or is it funny?
no, it just seems like such a it seems. I don't have a problem with it at all. It made me laugh, and I didn't respond, but it didn't make me laugh because it's funny. It made me laugh because of the attempt at comedy. Hail Hydra, if you're watching this, fans, I love you, man. Anyway, he said, you know what? Because he got Pokemon, I think Moon, Ultra Moon, and he occasionally talks to me about it. I'll message him back too. He actually did send a pretty funny meme too. The other day, but this is just like one of the most pathetic attempts at a joke ever, and it made me laugh so hard.
No.
What you know what I tried to name
Suppose.
my Cubone and Ultra Moon, and I said what, and he said boner. I don't know how old he is. I always forget that. He might be 14. I really don't remember how old he is. But you know what the funny thing is?
At least he knows what comedy is in some degree.
You know what the funny thing is though?
He did.
And it was for a completely different reason. I named my Cubone Boner too. But and be a year or two before he sent me this message. But I named Matt in honor of Barry Boner, the Bean Boozler. You know what? We never talked about him during season 3. Should we say something? Feels kind of awkward. He died. I killed him.
Yeah.
He was our third host. I don't know. It feels.
You don't want to wait this for the end of this season? Just a random episode here.
Well, he's dead. He's not coming back. The prop that I used for him is literally shattered. I actually found another piece of him the other night.
Oh, whoops.
But it feels like it's that awkward silence of when John Trump Game Grumps, just never mentioning Barry again. Brent, you know what we're talking about?
Nah.
Brent, did you not follow the Barry owner of the Bean Boozler story arc?
I did not. I'm sorry.
He was our third co-host, and he hacked into the show. He did all kinds of stuff. He went missing. He hacked into the show. He threatened our lives. He attacked me. Fred got involved in some of that, actually. It was a mess. It was a mess, dude. But it ended with his death.
Rip.
Yeah, rip Barry Boner. We had a little funeral for him, but then he came back from the dead. And then I actually shattered him to a point where, like, I can't actually fix it because it was like a prop skeleton head skull.
It's like an allegory for Jesus.
Yeah, it was. That was the whole point. Brent figured it out. Good job, Brent.
Thank you, Jesus, for all you do.
Yeah.
Did you know that Jesus cures the gay?
Yeah, the freaking water chemicals in the water turn.
All right, friends, here we go. Here's what we're gonna do. I hope this would be pretty awkward if you guys sorted it out, but I came to get a knife to kill Brent because he didn't know the thing. He didn't know the thing. What happened to Barry and offended me, so I was gonna get a knife and finish this.
He knows now.
Wait. Can you do me a favor? In what state do you live in?
Florida.
Okay.
Motherfucker.
So if you could travel the 12 hours to come up to Tennessee to kill me, I will actually give you money. Please.
How much? $2 like that opinion shop, huh? You're gonna relive that painful memory from me, you mother.
It depends on how much time you put into it.
Zach, do you think your parents could give you a 12-hour ride to Kentucky?
No. Nope.
Kentucky.
What the fuck? I don't even live in Kentucky.
I know. I stopped myself.
Ready to get shanked, Mikey?
I'm really excited to visit.
This is a fish knife, by the way. Look at that.
Virginia.
I go to visit you and I accidentally go to Kentucky.
Brent, where are you? Brent, where are you? I can't find you here.
I'm in Kentucky. I live in Tennessee. Kentucky, Tennessee, same thing. Let's be honest.
What? No. No, I want to revisit this.
No. It's the Eiffel Tower.
First of all, there's like 50% less incest. Okay.
In Kentucky?
No, in Tennessee.
How much incest have you come across, Brent?
Alabama fans.
Look up right now what state is most
Are you saying all Alabama fans are commit incest?
Roll Tide. Roll Tide.
We're over an hour.
No, it's okay. Let's go a little longer.
Okay.
Not much longer, but we're having a good time now. I feel like it took a while for us to get into. I feel like it took us a while to get into this one, and I will take blame for that. But
I think we got off pretty well. I don't know. I
think like all the conversations were interesting, but I'll admit it. I talk too much. I got a big mouth, like that Netflix original. You guys should check it out. Thanks for sponsoring us, Big Mouth. Netflix original, and it looks really good. There's nothing wrong with it, and you should watch it.
That's fish knife worthy.
I do a fish knife, Zach. I don't like imagining you with a knife. I feel like you'll accidentally cut yourself.
No. Could you imagine?
You're just a boy, Zach. You don't need to be playing with a knife.
Yeah. Just a liability.
Oh, I'm gonna send a video for the recommended video.
God damn.
I'll have to find it. There'll be two. The group in this small clip, but it's so.
If you don't, though, then sorry.
I'll send it.
Okay.
There's
It's just relevant to what I said there, but
I did look up what you said about which state. No.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Is your name Mike?
Wait, what? I asked something though.
Is your name Mike? No.
What did he ask?
What's the most incestuous state?
Yeah, that's what I asked. That's what I asked. We both asked, I guess.
From what I remember, that was Mike.
Well, we both asked it.
I said which of the two, not the most.
Haha, so I did ask him. I wasn't.
Arkansas.
Never visit Arkansas. Never.
That doesn't answer my question, but okay.
More like Arkansas, because that's how it should be pronounced.
It's like people took Kansas and were like, you know what? This is
our Kansas, more like. You know?
What was your question about incest, Kentucky and Tennessee?
This is another example of when a DuckCast episode should have ended, and I said, let's continue
no,
it.
No. This is important.
Disagree.
Okay, go ahead, Brent.
Let's set it straight. So, Tennessee or Kentucky, or Tennessee and Alabama?
Tennessee and Kentucky, or Tennessee.
Oh, comparing the two, which one's more worse?
The answer is going to be not Tennessee. I can tell you that right now.
Kentucky?
Okay, well,
Yeah, wait, have you ever heard the Kentucky Blue People?
nope.
Oh my god.
It's like the Blue Man Group. They all dress up in blue and play the drums.
No,
Arrested
they're like incest people who turned blue because they were so incest.
You know what?
Okay.
You know what I just remembered from talking with you, Brent? I still got to put up that bowling video we did. We made a sequel to Bowling 1987, Bowling 19.
Competition against Chris Sora's new bowling video. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, fucking Chris Sora, who's getting sued. I'm ready to sue him. Oh wow, that guy's blue.
Yeah, it's the fucking Kentucky Blue People.
Hold on. Oh, good God.
It's not like a dark blue either, so he just looks like he has an illness.
I gotta zoom in on this, I guess. Yep, that's a blue man. How old do you think that man is? How long do you think he's had to deal with bluitis?
Probably since he was born.
Yeah.
He looks very sad.
You would be if you were blue.
He looks about half as sad as you, Mike.
Half.
Half as sad.
It's not that bad, honestly.
Hey, you know what would
Could be worse.
You know what would make this show even better?
Talking.
If we made it worse.
Oh.
Hold on.
No. Who is this? Wait. Who is this? Who is this? Wait. Oh no. No.
Wait.
If he picks up. Oh no.
Who the fuck is Spunktacular?
I'm so glad this. Wait. No, the screen doesn't fit well. Hold on. Let me move this.
Who is this?
You'll find out. Who knows? Should I get my knife ready?
I like that his name was Spunktacular. Brent said, "Who the hell is Spunktacular?" Spunktacular.
Oh no.
He's a duck. He's a DuckCast character.
Oh.
That would have been hilarious, though. That would have been such an episode 19 moment. Oh no. Oh, good God. What happened?
I made a mistake. I'm sorry.
You ruined the episode. That's fine. Good God. I would have loved to go into another, like, one sentence at a time moment again, like, someday. Oh, good God. That episode 19 moment is gold. So beautiful. Next time I'll contribute.
Oh, yeah. We got it. Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. Good times.
Oh. Yeah, good times. So who haven't we had on this season? Oh, you listened. Hello? Hello?
Yo.
What's up?
What?
How's it going, bud?
You guys need...
I need to defend myself. Hold on. I'm sorry for this gag coming back in all the time.
Yeah.
Right,
Sporty.
I'm ready.
Spectacular.
What?
How you doing?
Tired.
He's pissed. He's so pissed. I don't like this.
What do you
What have you
want?
done?
We want. We just want
Wait.
to see how you're doing, buddy.
I really want to give you a good old-fashioned rim job.
Dude, I'll suck your dick
Making
any day,
friends.
but it's not today.
I don't want to suck the dick. I just want tongue to ass action.
Who's cooking? Oh, wait.
What?
Video's playing.
What?
I don't know what he's saying.
That pause too. That was like perfect timing.
Who's cooking? What?
Who's cooking?
That pause
Who's
was
cooking? Hi, nice to meet you. who's cooking? Then when someone actually does cook, you don't even mention the cooking.
See, this is why we're losing to China.
This has been Cody's mandatory DuckCast appearance.
Oh, this is being recorded.
What's your profile picture, by the way?
Oh, you don't want to know, dude.
I do. That's what
I remember that. It was like, wasn't it? What was it again? It was like
Ryko cup of soup.
Cup of soup commercial. It was really creepy. It was really hilarious.
This is gonna be a fun episode to listen back to.
No.
Yeah, I think so. Hey Cody.
What?
Why
do you sound dead right now?
I'm tired.
You made that clear, to be fair.
Tired?
Hi, tired. I'm Michael. I just want to see how
Mike Brent, honestly.
get Cody before he leaves at this point. Let's just keep the episode. The rule is the episode continues until Cody leaves.
Another 10 minutes to make it an hour and 20 minutes. Then an extra 10 minutes on top of that for an hour and a half.
Hey Cody, do you like being called in the middle of the night without consent to be recorded?
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we're kind of being dicks. Am I at fault for being the one who's recording and uploading? And
No, I'm at fault for being the one who called him in. He denied it, and then I said I've met Anthony like a minute, and now it's been longer than a minute.
You lagged out so much there, but I totally heard what you said.
Okay, I'll say it again. I said no. I'm the one who's a dick for adding him to a call this late, sending him several messages telling him to get on for just a minute, and then it's been longer than a minute now.
He probably fell asleep again.
Brent, stop that.
I to be fair, I asked him to, but yeah.
Why don't you love me like this, Michael?
Don't do it.
I thought we
I
were
like
friends.
it.
Cody.
No, yeah, I like it. I like it when he does it.
Hey,
I wish
Cody.
I'd like him to be my alarm clock every morning.
Just Brett.
Let me suck your dick. Let me suck your dick.
Brent, can you sing some lovely?
Last night was wonderful, honey. Just like in that voice.
And then just release them on DVD.
What do you want?
Oh my God! Stop that! Like, actually, stop it. It's horrible.
He's so
Okay, we can
triggered.
have me up now.